time is finally here, everybody. They're here, the NoBull Runners. These things took, what, I don't know, like a couple months in pre-order, and then they took like another freaking like week to ship here from Boston. I think they go from DHL to the post office, so that takes an ungodly amount of time. But finally, I think after a week and a half of shipping, they're here. NoBull Runners. We're gonna do this unboxing, and well, I'll give you my initial impressions on these shoes. So people are hating on these, saying that they're ugly, saying that they look like Ultra Boost. I have to agree, they do look like Ultra Boost uncaged, but I don't really think they're ugly at all. I got the black and ivy ones, and I thought those were definitely the best colorway out of all the launch ones. I thought the other ones were pretty bad. The cream, and then there's a blue one, but they were, yeah, not super good looking. And yeah, typical NoBull box, and the tissue paper is all, looks like it was reused on this pair of shoes. It's all crumpled up. Not a big deal, but just worth noting. And there they are, guys, the NoBull Runners, that really do look like a mix of the New Balance Revlite or Fresh Foam or whatever it is. I really think that this midsole, there's a Skechers shoe that looks like it as well, like the Gomebs or something like that. The upper, it feels pretty plush. It's like Ultra Boost status, like it's pretty much, it feels like Prime Knit almost. It's really soft, so that's a good plus. Let's take out some of this stuffing here, see what it kind of feels like. It's not the lightest runner. The laces are fat. These are some thick laces. I'm sure there's another pair in here somewhere, but it does come with a gray pair, and then yeah, it does come with a green pair of laces too, which I'll probably put the green pair on because I don't like these. But yeah, those laces are freaking fat. It looks like there's like 3M reflective bits in them. And yeah, that's the NoBull Runner. It's got a huge NoBull logo at the back, which I think they could have definitely done without. The traction pattern or tread pattern, it feels pretty grippy. This is a pretty substantial amount of rubber on the bottom of the shoe, so it does flex okay. I guess it really only needs to flex right there, but it doesn't feel a ton flexible like a running shoe, or like it would seem to be, because it's got that knit material. But I do like shoes that have a little bit more support or structure to them. So I'm just gonna put this on and give you my just initial impressions. Slip it on there. Okay, so sizing is pretty true to size. This is a size 10. I've got about a half a thumb distance in between here. I do have more in toe, so my second toe is a little bit closer to the front of the shoe, but I think it fits me pretty well. This is a narrow shoe, BT dubs. The midfoot of the shoe, very narrow. The upper has like more of a compression fit to it, and then the toe box is not wide by any means. This is a very narrow feeling shoe. Stand up in it. Okay, so the drop is pretty substantial. I think it goes at 8 or 10 millimeter drop, so I mean that screams running shoe right there. The heel to toe off, kind of, it feels like it wants to make you heel strike. It kind of rocks your foot back and forth, just kind of just moving my foot around. It kind of wants to push your foot into that heel strike motion, but I won't know how that feels until I start actually running in these shoes. Other than that, yeah, this is just first impressions, guys. They feel narrow. If you're worried about sizing, you might want to go up half a size, or you might want to just wear thin socks with these. They were $160, so they're not a cheap running shoe by any means. I can't attest to the performance of them. For me, they feel pretty good because my feet are not that wide, so the sizing doesn't really affect me too much. Like, once again, I don't think that they look bad at all, but they do definitely resemble Ultra Boost and Caged, and then they have that like fresh foam look with the midsole. It's not as soft as it looks. I mean, there's a lot of cushioning there, but it's not as soft as like Ultra Boosts or even the float ride material, or even React. Actually, it feels probably the closest to React, because it's not squishy. We'll see what performance has to offer with these shoes, but overall, I mean, NoBull Runners. They took a while to get here, so kind of like the magic or the anticipation, excitement of these shoes wore off on me a long time ago. But they're here, and expect a full-on performance review within the month or so. Thanks for watching, guys.